Shalom, everybody. Rabbi Edelstein here with this week's installment of Rabbi E in 3, brought to you as always by MEOR DC. And I feel an extra joy as Shabbos approaches. I think today, Shabbos is always joyful, but it's a really inspiring Torah portion, Vaeschanan, second portion of the book of Devarim. It has the verse of the Shema and many other beautiful, uplifting verses that speak to the big picture, the mission of the Jewish people in this world. Second of all, there's the Haftorah, Nachmu, Nachmu Ami. The prophet Isaiah says, be comforted, my people. Beautiful Haftorah portion of prophecies of consolation, of the redemption of the Jewish people. We always read it the Shabbat after the 9th of Av, the saddest day of the year, which we observed last Sunday. So it's a beautiful Torah portion, an uplifting, comforting, inspiring Haftorah portion. And students, y'all, some of you are coming back to campus next week, and Mrs. E and I are excited to do what MEOR tries to do, educate, inspire, and empower. So a lot of reasons to be joyous and upbeat. But hold on. Got to have some sobering reflections as well, right? So let me ask you, what's the longest distance in this world? If you Google Wellington, New Zealand to Madrid, that's one of the biggest journeys you can take in this world. Wikipedia said Rosario, Argentina to Tsinghua, China. If you're talking about cities, from one city to the other. Nope, that's not, neither of those answers are the greatest distance in the world. Our ethical sages, our masters in our Jewish tradition teach the greatest distance is from here to here, from the head to the heart, meaning from a level of having an intellectual knowledge that something is true or right, I should do it, and actually having it in your emotional system, in your veins, in your kishkas, so to speak, taking abstract intellectual knowledge and really making a part of who you are, how you think, spontaneously, ultimately. That's a long distance. And it's not just a long distance, it's a hard journey. So many times I say, what else is the story of our lives in one sense, but the reminding ourselves of what's true and what we should do when we get distracted or we stray? Well, the Torah understands this, and in this week's Torah portion, Moshe Rabbeinu gives to the Jewish people, says a verse that is one of the most famous verses. We say it every day after the Aleinu prayer. V'yodata hayom v'ashevosa el levavecha, ki Adonai hu ha'elohim b'shamayim mima'av al haaretz mitakas ein od. V'yodata hayom, and you should know today, that's intellectual knowledge. V'hashevosa el levavecha, and return it to your heart, that Hashem, He is the one and only God in the heavens above and the earth below. Ein od. There's nothing else. There's no other. So if this idea of distance from head to heart is true in even let's call it a smaller but important ethical teaching. I know it's wrong to lie, but I have a temptation to lie or cheat or whatever. But here Moshe Rabbeinu is speaking to the foundation of all Jewish life and knowledge, the knowledge of Hashem, that there's a creator, that the world has a purpose and a meaning. That itself is a knowledge. The Jewish people were shown this openly, clearly at Mount Sinai, from the Exodus from Egypt. But even Moshe was saying that's Yediyah up here, but you have to return it to your heart. Constantly return it to your heart. Make it a part of your life. Remind yourself when you forget to get it into the innermost crevices of your heart that this world is beautiful and meaningful and we have a noble purpose. Don't forget. Get the knowledge. That's what MEOR will help you with. But then it's a long, hard distance and a big journey from here to here. Let's do it together. But have a rest on Shabbos. Good Shabbos.